Uh-oh, broccoli head, guys, getting it. For the brand! And so is the viral moment.
This segment was very entertaining, especially because of the entourage of children that Logan came into the ring with. They are finding subtle ways to help you on your way to hating this character. The Prime logo, the Prime hydration station, the naked photos with the title, the lack of title defenses, and the special treatment are making Logan give Dominic a run for his money. He's an absolute heat seeker. This is a great opportunity for Cody to help Logan create a different type of match. Something with a slower pace, focusing more on the psychology and feeling the crowd. It's sure that Logan will learn a thing or two from Cody in the ring. But, on the mic, he's a natural. Cody, on the other hand, is kind of stuck in a rut right now. Leading into WrestleMania, he had a ton of momentum with huge W's over big and established superstars. He also got a rivalry or two in there. Since WrestleMania, it seems they have taken their foot off the gas to let the character breathe for a second. It was fun to bask in the glory of that huge win at Mania, but now it's time to get the ball rolling again. Give him a huge rivalry that he can sink his teeth into. Something special that the fans will never forget. Something like Rhodes v. Rollins. Something like Rhodes v. Lesnar. There has been some controversy surrounding Tiffany Stratton on the socials. She recently posted the video of her punching Jade in the face on a previous Smackdown with a racist voiceover. Now, it is unclear whether this is a work or not. Surely one of the rising stars in a publicly traded company would be fully trained on the use of social media and be taught exactly what not to post in 2024. Surely if something like this was posted, it was greenlit in the first place? Well, that's the hope anyway. What causes concern is the speed in which the video was deleted and her subsequent loss to Belair in the opening match of Smackdown. Could she have been taken out of the tournament because of the post? For now, it is more of a wait and see as to whether this was a complete accident or an ill-thought-out post by Stratton. We may never know the full truth, but WWE is far too big not to distance itself from the post. On paper, Bianca v. Tiffany is a banger any day of the week, and this match definitely lived up to the hype. Both superstars understood the controversy in the background of the match and used wrestling to tell the story, exactly how it is supposed to be. Great work by the people who produced this match. Ultimately, Bianca went over. This could be their way of showing support for the Black community. Maybe Belair was always penciled in to get to the semifinals. I thought Tiffany was a huge contender in this tournament, especially after they put a title on Jade's waist. But it turns out the direction is Bianca Belair and Nia Jax in the SmackDown semifinal. Quick thought. Did you think this move by Stratton was some kind of tease? Like how we keep seeing the Death Valley driver recently. Maybe it's something to do with the Wyatt Six. But my bet is that she is going to be paired with Charlotte Flair. Stratton and Charlotte will then chase Bianca and Jade for the women's tag titles. Sounds like a great direction for Charlotte and a great opportunity for Tiffany Stratton. Also sounds like a recipe for some great wrestling. With all of the controversy surrounding Jade today, she still came in and absolutely killed it. She had a backstage segment with Bianca and an impressive match with Nia Jax, where we start to see some character development. It looks like they are going with the impressive, yet inexperienced, rookie. The Green Star who is prone to make mistakes. Similar to the story they are telling with Maxine Dupree. It's a great story to tell, so long as you stick with it. Now that we have Triple H at the helm, I feel somewhat comfortable he will see this story through to a satisfying conclusion. It seems no matter what's going on around her, the timing of her debut, the Backlash match, and now the stuff with Stratton, she takes it in her stride and is the consummate professional. I reckon she'll make it far in the industry. I know a lot of people love to compare LA Knight to Attitude Era stars, but this promo really did remind me of some old school talking into a mic. The young brash guy trying to take a swipe at one of the current top studs. The top guy slightly bemused by the balls of the lad, but swiftly putting him back in his place. Both superstars delivered for these segments. They got us hyped for a match between them, and now I am excited to see it. It would be a great first rivalry for Carmelo Hayes. The elephant in the room is that LA Knight seems to keep getting shafted. Even with his undeniable connection to the audience, He is treated as if he were a mid-carder. It kind of reminds me of how Dolph Ziggler was booked at the height of his popularity. I'm not sure why they have slowed Knight's momentum, but I hope they realize how great he could be for the product and give him more chances to shine with original promos.